Yes, prayer alone can change the kids. If the parents, they believe and stand together, it can help them.
Aye, my dear, not prayer alone. Action, you need to put effort.
What action, my dear? Parents, they've tried. These kids, they've been wicked. These are demonic things. You can do whatever action at the end. You just find out that you have even killed your kid or even injured your own kid. There's nothing now. The world has turned to something else. Parents, they must just stand together and ask God. It's only God's mercy.
Okay. If you say prayer, now your child is smoking other people's, is learning from other people and smoking that HUBBLY from other people. Those kids, they even come to your place and smoking there. So you must just pray. Now
No,
he say, I want my own thing. You must buy for me. He want the money from you. So and you pray.
Oh, okay. Now you mean you yourself, you are the one who's going to give the kid the money. How can you give them? How can you give the money? How can you give the money if you are trying to stop the kid to do those things?
Now, since the kids are now also aggressive and they are overruling some of the parents, now the kid is not coming with a trick to say, I want to buy shoes, then he go buy. He says straight, I want to buy my own pipe. If you are one of those parents who can listen even to that type of kid. Yeah, these are the things that are happening. Those are the questions I'm asking always. Where is the problem? Is it the parents?
The problem with the world is ending. That is the problem. There's nothing like a parent did what. The Bible also, it tells us that once you see these signs, you must know the coming of the Son is what? Is near. Now, there's no more questions. Unless if you yourself want to give yourself a headache.
Today, they are being controlled by the kids.
What can you do if it's time now?
Okay, now one of the parents would read this one and say, oh, I must just pray, ne? Now when the kid is coming to ask money from me to buy this HUBBLY, I give the money, then I must just pray because
you don't give money, you don't just support. Don't support that.
There must be action also from the parents. You allow them to come smoke there. You know, when they come, you go in the room, you go pray. We must be honest with one another. We don't say. I don't say don't pray.
Their parents also are like me. They're going to buy things and share with their kids. You understand? They go, they sell bar with their own children. Now those kids, to tell them that stop this, they'll tell you no. They have been doing this for some time, me and my daddy. Understand? For me and my mom. And those ones, they are difficult. But those ones which you are trying, like change here, you talk to them, you ask God for the guidance. And God is going to intervene. Not like you invite him to in the club, you buy the things, you buy the pipe, everything, you give the kid, then you start asking God, God, please, how can I do this? Are you trying, God?
Now, some of the parents, they are in a situation. They are in a situation like that. The kids are overruling them. They say, if you send, take this 1,500, go do shopping for the house. Then the first thing they are going to buy the pipe, and the rest they buy the shopping for the house. You see? Now the parent must come and pray. Oh, my child now has bought this pipe. I must go in the room and pray.
What do you leave the pipe to save it?
Yeah, maybe you see, there are instances where the child can directly ask from the parents, I need money for my pipe. Or they will just wait, get the money, maybe it's for something else. They can even lie. No, the school needs what, they give the money. He buy the pipe.
I'll ask that kid if that pipe I don't know what question I'll ask. That's the pipe. Coming to me and tell me about the pipe. Yeah. Unless maybe I'm dead.
You see, now some action needs to be taken. There are parents who are really, really, really crying. And
I know.
Especially single parents are going through a lot. And they are
not even
this
single.
question, what should I do? These kids, and then you have maybe
not only the single, my dear.
You have
even those who are having
all of them, they are smoking HUBBLY. You are just the mother there or just the father there, and they are overruling you. They say, no, mommy, this one, it's okay, it's not a problem. Eh?
And you are supporting them.
You are not supporting them, but every time you talk, they just say, don't worry, mommy, don't worry. Prepare yourself to go to church. You are a church lady. Don't bother yourself about these things. We are fine. We are grown up. Now you must just go pray. And I mean, it becomes a burden. It becomes, even if you pray, your prayer gets disturbed because you are overthinking how to get these children to a stop.
Out of this.
Yeah. At least if they can continue smoking, but they must now respect you. They must not, like, if you tell them this, they tell you this. If you tell them this, they tell you this. You see, now you say, but the other parents, they say, I must just pray. I must do nothing, I must just pray. So is prayer alone, will it help? Because your prayer is being disturbed.
With advice, my dear. We must talk to them. We must not get tired of talking to them.
There are parents who are overruled. Maybe you don't know those houses where parents are crying, the children are totally overruling them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you are talking on the other side?
I was answering you, but now I'm back to. Yeah, some parents, they are in that problem. It's true.
And I'm very much in contact with such parents. That's why I created this group, so that we can get advice. Some of the parents are in the group, so they don't want to say anything. They talk to me, just like you are calling me privately. We are talking, and they say, this advice was good. I said, but go in the group. They say, no, I am known. And many people who are in the group, they know me. So people will think, they don't want those comments to come directly to them. Yeah, but a lot of parents are going through a lot of these things. These children are totally. Now I on my channel, on my YouTube channel, I put something new there, where I was discussing with one guy and one lady. One lady is trying to convince us that the food we are giving to the children, especially when they are young. For example, there is food like Movite or what they say. This food is for children above the age of 4. And then you come with your 7-month-old baby and give that food. That food is going to be to mentally disturb this child as he grow up. I say, what?
And what about the cup which they used to give the kids when they are still babies? But maybe the food they are going to eat even when they are 9 years old.
So is that true?
It's not true. That's why I said, what about something like a cup?
Oh, yeah. I think she mentioned something like that. That when the child has not reached the age of eating certain food, but the child is already been given that food, is going to have a mental problem with the child.
There's nothing like that.
of course, I disagreed with her, but I took it as a point. It's an opinion, and I put it there on YouTube. And I'm asking people.
Maybe the only thing I can agree is like for them, like the end of the world is near now, and the things have changed. Technology, things, a lot of things are happening. Things which were not there those days, now they are here. And now kids, the knowledge also is advanced. You understand? Then it's like now the kids, they think they know better than their parents. And when you advance your kid, you even tell you like, Mommy, you don't know this. This is like this. And also you wonder, you understand? You wonder like, it's happening like that. But now those days, it was like everything must be shown by your parents, by your aunties, by your grandmother. They'll tell you this is happening like this is happening like that. But for nowadays, all the kids, they'll teach you things instead of you teaching them. Then the technology is advanced, it took the stage now. That's why it's very difficult to control even a 3-year-old kid. They'll tell you like, me, I want to watch cartoon. You say, no, I want to watch news. You say, no, you even call the name of the cartoon. You don't know even the name. Understand? But the kid is just 3 years old. Then they start controlling their parents at the age of 2 or 3 years. Now, what are you expecting if this kid 10, 15 years? You'll do the same. Yeah. But I think it's only these advanced things which are just coming now. And we have to understand it is the end of time. Those who are lucky, they can at least talk to their kids. They will understand them. But the Bible said that the children, they will not listen to their parents in this period. And they say the Bible doesn't rewrite itself. As it's written, it's not changeable.
100%. I agree with you on that one. Ne? It is end time, and a lot of things are going to happen, and it is written, yes. But now if you tell a parent who is in this situation, you say, no, Mama, these things are just going to happen. It's written in the Bible. Yeah, you can also read in the Bible. These things are going to happen. Even more things are coming to happen. Now, what situation are you putting these parents in?
The person who is in that situation, you cannot tell that person like that. You have, because it's like you are putting fire on a person. Because you are making a person to lose 100% hope. The person wants to have hope. And what you do, you make the ways just to make the person to feel better or to know that there can be a change. Then in a change, that's why I say maybe you can advise the person to look for someone for counseling, or to take the kids to the pastor if he's willing, just to go and be talked to. If you yourself, you cannot do it at all. Because even when you take these kids to the police, you are even wasting the time, or even making it more worse. Because they is going to learn even more best things than the one he was doing at home. And the best thing is to look for someone to say, you see, this one is made close with my son or my daughter. Then that person will talk to the person. When the person comes, then the lady of that man can talk to this kid until maybe this kid can start listening, at least even 1 or 2 words. That's why we said once you find such a thing, then the only thing which can intervene the most, then you have to involve God, because to God everything is possible. They say whatever is difficult with men, with God is possible. Whatever is impossible with men, with God is possible. Then if you involve counseling and God, meaning to say now you are coming to the end of yourself, because there will be this day when this kid will just say, no, Mommy, I'm sorry I did this and did that. But without that, I'm telling you, the world is spoiled and it's going very fast. I know there was a girl also. She was running like let me say she was against the mother so much. Every time she would just do funny things, even reporting the mother to the teachers at school. The police was all over the mother's house every time. My mom did this, my mom does that, like that. And then until I called the girl myself, then I talked to the girl. first she listened, but she was like, okay, she was not really 100%. But she used to, every time I call her, I'll talk to her, she could listen a bit by bit by bit until one of the teachers said, no, I'll put you in the hostel. And she was in the hostel, and then she failed, and she came out. Then she was now attending school from her mother's place to school. Then she passed. Then I called her. I said, now you have to explain to me. And I said, why now? When you are with your mother, your rude mother, the one who don't want you to move around, to have now these symbols. But now when you are running with the teacher, then you tell that your mother is a bad person, you got these symbols. Why you fail? And then I talked to her that day, and until today, she's a very good girl. Very good girl. And now she's doing nursing as I'm talking. And now she even told me that, no, I think it was just my friends. Because my friends used to tell me, like, if your mom do this, do act like that. If your mom do like that, do like that. The other one was even telling me, if my mother do like that to me, I'll beat my mother. Then I said, see, because that one is good advice. No, I have not that I was wrong. Then I said, okay. Then from now onward, be a good girl. And the more you become a good girl to your parents, the more the blessings, the more the ways is going to open in your life. The more you mistreat your parents or you do wrong things, every word your mother says in her mouth or comes out from her mouth, it catches fire. You don't see it, but it's burning you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, things are happening. It's so bad.
Yeah, sometimes some kids, they are good, but once they come to school, they find those friends. They get from there. And then they are going to tell them the right thing to do. So you can even jump your mother. You can even walk on top of her forehead. And she won't do anything. And you find these stupid kids, they'll go and do the same thing. Especially for those who have parents who are drinking, they just take them like, when my mom, she drank, she used to fall down, she used to do like that. She behaved so stupid. I remember the other girls was like, oh, my mom, she's so stupid. And I was like, what? How can you say your mother, she's so stupid? It's fair? Yeah, so my mom, she's so stupid. Just like that. Now she's clever than the mother.
Did she explain why she say that?
No, the mother just told the friend like, oh, I think my daughter, she's at work or something like that. But I told my mom that I'm coming to work. What she said, I think I'm at work. I told her, she's so, I know my mother, she's so stupid. That's like that. But when you listen, the mom didn't even make a mistake. Said, I think she's at work. I think. Because you don't know exactly whether she's there or not.
Yeah.
But now you are told, no, don't worry. I know she would tell you like that because that's why she was so stupid. And you are telling your friends like that. And tomorrow you want your friends to respect your mother. Do you think so?
Yeah, no. You see, these are the things. Parents, they are in a situation, especially the single parents. Single parents, they are going through a lot. Madam?
I'm listening.
Do you agree or disagree with me?
I agree.
Yeah, it's true. Single parents. Some of the parents, they are there. The father is there. The mother is there. But life in the house is still like there's a single parent because the father figure is just there. He's there, but no authority, no power, nothing. Every time it's either from his side, he doesn't do any effort as a father. He's just either drinking or doing his own things, very careless. Or he's being too much dominated, not to act.
Some they are not even dominated. They are just weak. Some they're just weak. There are those parents who are there, but they are weak. Those who just want to support their kids through maintenance. Do you think those kids will take them with their parents?
I mean, you see, there are some relationships where the wife is dominating the man.
Mm-hmm.
Every time the man wants to say something, he's being dominated, not even to talk. Or if he talks, she will tell the child, don't worry about your father. Just do as I say, or do as you wish. You see, now the child grow up knowing that, whatever my father say, daddy, it's you again. You see? But while the father is telling the truth and the real thing.
If now you want to tell me that the father is dominated or the father is very weak.
Dominated
the father
by the wife.
I think it's weak. Why is dominated well in the man?
Yeah, it is either alcoholic or drug addict or something, just something. Sometimes the person is not even drinking. But when you come there, even as a visitor, you just see that, but what's going on here in this house? This man...
It's just a monument.
Yeah, it's just a monument. The woman is doing everything, talking everything. You want to talk to the man, she's coming to sit there. You ask questions, she answer.
Mm-hmm. When you find a man like that, we don't call them men. In our language, we say, attend, meaning the foot of the men. It sounds like they are there, you know? No, not even attend.
What is that word?
Attend, meaning they're just foot, the feet. They are not men, they are feet. When you are standing there, you step on them. Yeah, we don't call them names in my language. We call them matende.
You see, that's why you have that word. Because you people, you know these things are happening. You have even a name for these people. These things are happening.
Yeah, after you call a person, you use something useless, a person. Because a person is not visible. It's not visible, but maybe it's not there. And you can only see the body, but there's nothing you can call the person. Yeah.
And then when you look, you think maybe the person is drinking. No, he's not drinking. Is he using drugs? No, he's not using drugs. Now, what's wrong? No, he's just like that. Don't even ask questions about him. You want to talk, you talk to us. Then you wonder. But when you look at the house, it's on his name. Those cars, it's on his name. But
some of them, they are not, even their name are not there.
Yeah, some of them, the names are already changed. But you see, in the beginning, the man was a man.
Let me see that book, Mama.
In the beginning, the man was active. He was man enough, but he was changed.
The man had become a man in the Garden of Eden. Now, when God came and asked, you, who told you to do that? The man said, no, don't ask me. Ask a woman. You see? Now you transfer the power to a woman. They were supposed to stand just and say, yeah, I did that because I ate with my wife. Something like that. The power would remain. But now you transfer the power. No, don't ask me, this woman you brought for me. I said, there's a woman say, the snake is me. You think I'll say something, I'll keep quiet. So that all the wisdom must come to me. That's when we transfer the power from the man to the woman. Then from the another thing, it's very difficult to change that. So those who are like you are still remaining with that power. Some of them, they transferred their power. Like it just says Adam did. Like me, if I find that one, I will grab it.
No, but it's true. The world is definitely coming to its end. And a lot of things, a lot more things are to happen.
Because even politicians now, they are saying, yeah, SWAPO must go on until Jesus comes back. Are you sure? Politicians now, they are sending interrogations. Now you are still questioning kids. If they get a place to visit for politicians, those who are dreaming daylight. Until Jesus Christ comes back, come on, SWAPO must keep on. Just like that, the two person, send them interrogations.
It shows the immaturity of some people.
Yeah. No, man, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it was good talking to you.